So there's probably about half a dozen things we should be doing, because we've got an early start tomorrow to go up to Santander to get the ferry home. But as usual, we've just went, stuff that.
We'll do it later.
Tapas bar's calling, isn't it?
Yep.
Dime, ¿cuántas veces me volviste demente?
So I have to say, Harrow's a whole different place on a Saturday.
Definitely.
Even though it's still February. Everybody's out now.
Yeah.
Compared to yesterday,
Chalk
it's
and
really
cheese.
busy. Lovely room. So that's it, 45 minutes from the ferry at Santander now. Last week we said we were going to try 4 more tapas bars in Harrow for this video, didn't
Yeah.
we? But in fact it was a Saturday and they were all really busy, weren't
Yeah.
they? So we found a little corner in one of them and just stayed there. In fact, Los Barones, the first one we went to last week, you know. I don't know about you, but I'm fantasising about like cheese and Branston pickle sandwiches and stuff now. It's a lovely city, Santander.
I like it.
We've been lucky enough to stop here a couple of times, because on the motorbike we stayed in that hotel, didn't we?
Yeah.
After we got off the ferry.
Yeah.
Dime, ¿cuántas veces me volviste demente? Ahora sin ti estoy tan solo, no es fácil. Te quiero, baby, hasta que nazca el sol, hasta que nazca el sol. Dime, ¿cuántas veces me volviste demente? Ahora sin ti estoy tan solo, no es fácil. Te quiero, baby, hasta que nazca el sol, hasta que nazca el sol.
I know we've said this before, but it's tough things.
Really tough. Really tough.
So I went for the exotic, Rona went for the vegetable soup.
It's lovely.
So you compare that to the first video, It's flat as a mill pond, really.
Yeah.
Well, for the Bay of Biscay.
Bit of this, yeah.
Lovely, isn't it? Just shows you the difference from January to March. Well, it doesn't actually matter too much. It can be bad any time, can't it? Absolutely lovely. Apart from the engine noise, and you wouldn't know you're in a vessel, a slight vibration. Yeah,
It's dead calm.
really calm. And it's fair to say they've had a few problems this trip, haven't they? The loading was a bit chaotic, you know, and they had problems with the tickets. You couldn't get in your room, so you had to go and get a new ticket from reception. There's a big queue there.
Yeah.
And they're transitioning away from the included meal that you used to get with your ticket. And that's caused a few problems,
Yeah.
hasn't it? But you know, it's more upsetting is the amount of people that take it out on the crew people.
crew.
You know, I can live with all that. That's just something we've got to figure out. But when you're sitting in a queue and somebody's having a go at some of the staff, that's not nice, is it? No reason to do that, no matter how tired you are, and I think that's the problem. Look, the good thing is, I think the predominantly French crew are quite adept at dealing with aged British people moaning at them.
Yeah.
Aren't they? Yeah. So we're about 300 feet from the UK, aren't we?
Yeah.
Well, hello. The Reverend I Am Jolly has returned. So, oh God, listen to it. So we got off the ferry last night and we're in the Chichester Camping and Caravanning Club site. And it has some special meaning for us, this place, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Because it's a place that we left from. Well, obviously we travelled down from Inverness to here, but we got the ferry to Spain after staying here the night before, didn't we?
Yeah.
And it really was our first big trip. We think it might have been 2011, 2012. And I'm not going to dwell on this too much, and the reason you can't see Rona is she doesn't mind talking about it, but you can get emotional about this. When we hit 40, Rona got really, really ill. This is a positive message. This is about plugging on no matter what, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Rona got really ill. One of these things that you don't get rid of, you know. And at one point, and the reason I'm not saying what it is because it's not this uncommon, this illness. And normally you'll be fine, you know, and I don't want to frighten people, but yours was misdiagnosed, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It did a bit of damage. And at one point you were 24 hours from checking out, if you know what I mean. And you had a long periods of illness. Mm-hmm. And at the same time, the place where I worked was shutting down. So there was no work either, you know. But the thing is, we flipped pretty quickly, didn't we?
Yes.
When we knew you were going to survive, I got redundancy money because the place was closing down. It was only about £12,000, but it was more money than we'd had in our life, and
Yeah.
it bought us some time, didn't it?
Yeah.
And we pretty quickly turned to looking at how lucky we were, which is kind of
Yeah.
crazy, I know. Now, the thing is that thanks to a great consultant and some radical sort of treatment,
Yeah.
you got a lot better.
Uh-huh.
And this was leaving from here was our first big trip.
Yeah.
We never thought we'd be able to do this, did we?
No.
We thought it was game over for us, really, financially and health-wise. But no, this woman's been round Europe 5, 6, 7 times on the back of a motorcycle. So that's the message.
Oh, aye.
Your life can change like that. Right, enough of that. The Reverend I Am Jolly is retiring because we're going to the pub. I hope that's a positive message,
Yeah,
That's what we want to do. I mean, we've gone from what we thought was a disaster.
Yeah.
It's young with a young family and a mortgage and all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff to I think having not a bad
I think we've got a good
not
life.
a bad life,
Yeah.
But that was the start of it here, getting on that ferry.
I think that was a big thing, big step.
I remember writing in a notebook, how do we get to do this for the rest of our lives?
Yeah.
And well, I was still working, but I was working contract then. So, but our life changed,
Yes.
didn't it? That changed
Yeah.
our lives. That's real. I think we might put that in the title of this video, the thing that changed our lives.
Yeah.
And it was that illness and how we reacted to it
Yeah.
and how we still think that you have to do what you can when
Yeah.
you can. That's the key to it. What you can, when you can, and don't give up.
Oh no, don't give up.
Don't give up. So next stage of the long journey north. So we're leaving Chichester this morning. So yeah, Chichester Camping Caravanning Club. It's got fond memories for us, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's a lovely wee site. I
Lovely
like
wee
it.
site. And it's got a co-op within easy walking distance and pubs, the Traveller's Joy especially,
Yes.
which is just like 2 doors up, When we arrived, obviously it was dark when we got here off the ferry, we just shot up there and had a couple of pints. It was lovely. The only thing I noticed is when you come back to the UK from Spain, every time you buy something, you're like, how much? What? So we'll crack on and burn up a few miles here, I think.
Yeah.
I think this feels oddly Christmassy now, doesn't
Doesn't
it? Yeah. Now I'm hoping that the pub that's near the campsite's open and it does actually snow. I think
Yeah.
that could be really nice, if it's a nice pub.
Yes. I'm just hoping for a log fire.
Log fire maybe, aye. So the pub was open.
It was, and it was absolutely fantastic.
I'm not sure if I could praise that place
I
highly
don't think I
enough.
could.
The Star at Cotton, just down from the camping and caravanning site, Alton. But the thing is, it's the old police station. And the bit you're eating in, if you're in the bar, is the old holding cells.
Yeah,
Still got bars on the window. Absolutely phenomenal.
absolutely.
So much so we're going to have to go and lie down now.
Definitely.
Have a sleep. Uh-oh. And the forecast for even heavier snow just shortly. So this has turned into a challenge now, isn't it?
Yeah.
It snowed heavily during the night. It's continuing to snow, and there's severe weather warnings for 3 o'clock this afternoon at the high points, the peaks. So it's now a run to get
Get out
clear
here
of that
quick.
before it happens, So packed up. That was bad, wasn't it?
It was horrible.
I think there's quite a few people trying to get here before the snow really hits,
Yeah.
The Star, narrowest hotel in the world, or something like that. So that's it, last wee haul to the Highlands from Moffat to home,
Yeah.
and the sun's shining unbelievably. But these paths there's bits of it are like a sheet of ice, isn't it?
aye.
Yeah. So I'd imagine bits of the road could be like that as well. So that's it, over the Drumwachter Pass, so pretty firmly back in the Highlands, eh?
Definitely.
Well, it looks lovely out there, but every body of water we've passed has been frozen solid,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's still
Yes.
very cold.
Even the wee rivers are solid.
Yeah. And it's been a good trip, isn't it?
Yes, it has. It's been good.
A bit colder than normal, but with a lot of good days as well.
Yes.
And we don't know how this video will turn out because to us it just feels like
All
driving.
we've done's drive.
So we'll put it on anyway because it'll round off the trip.
Yeah.
I hope our trip gave people some laughs and some
Yeah.
enjoyment. And we are going to continue to make videos in that vein, you know.
Yes.
But in a place, it'd be great to get back home and have more resources and more knowledge, you know.
Yeah.
And go to these places that we love, you know, in
Yeah.
Scotland and the west of Scotland as well, you know, where we live, you know. We might not have a video for a week just because we've got so much to catch up on. But we might, because I want to make a video about why we're making videos.
Aye.
Because we're not doing it to make money or sell people anything, are we?
No.
If it helps somebody, anybody who's visiting Scotland, to just maybe get into it a little
Yeah.
bit more, or a little bit more feel about where you are, you
Yes.
know, I think, you know. That's what we want to do. And ultimately we want to make videos that a body of work, we said 8 to 10 years of videos, that ultimately just says, this is who we were,
Yeah.
this is where we lived, and these were the times we lived in.
Yeah.
So the SD card's full in the camera in the van, so we've had to jump out to say hi to Cleo and Charlie and Joey. And we really will see you soon.
We'll see you soon.
Very soon now,
Yeah.
So we hope everybody has a good week, and we'll be back shortly with more of our amateur hour videos. Bye.